Basic construction of the engine.
Basic construction of the engine. The appearance of the engine varies with the engine type, but the basic components remain the same. This picture shows the basic component of an engine.
Here is an exploded view of an automobile engine.
The engine block is the main component. All other part of the engine is installed directly onto the block or attached to it or some way. Internally, there are passages for engine coolant to remove heat and passages to carry engine oil for lubrication. The standard engine block is made of cast iron. Nickel or other metals are melted with gray iron and then poured into a mold. After the material has hardened, the mold is removed and the block casting remains. Then the block is machined to close specifications for the mounting of internal and external components. As vehicles were designed to be lighter, some manufacturers installed aluminum engine blocks, which are somewhat lighter than cast iron blocks. The crankshaft, pistons, connecting rods, and camshaft compose the major moving components of the block. The crankshaft converts the up and down motion of the piston to rotary motion. The crankshaft is mounted to the bottom of the block. The connecting rods connect the pistons to the crankshaft. Both the crankshaft and the connecting rods are usually made of forged or cast iron. The small end of the rod, shown in the picture, is
a connecting rod connects the crankshaft to the piston.
The end that is connected to the piston. The large end connects to the crankshaft and is fitted with a bearing shell. The upper end of the rod is helayed to the piston by a piston pin. The piston moves up and down in a cylinder that is cast into the engine block. The piston is usually made forged or aluminum. Many modern engines usually use forged pistons because they're superior performance. At the top of the piston, there are a series of grooves. Piston rings are placed in the grooves to prevent combustion pressures from leaking around the outside of the piston. In addition, the lower groove contains an oil control ring, which prevents oil from entering the combustion chamber. At the top of the typical engine, there is a logger casting called the head. The head is constructed of either cast iron or aluminum. Between the head and the block, there is a gasket which seals the passageway in the head. Above each piston, a combustion chamber, shown in picture.
Here is the combustion chamber of a cylinder head,
cut into the head. In each chamber, there are normally 3 holes. 2 of these holes are filled with an exhaust and intake valve. A spark plug is threaded into the 3rd hole. The valves of the engine are operated by a shaft containing eccentric lobes. This shaft is referred to as a camshaft. The camshaft is driven by the crankshaft and is supported in the engine block by bearings. The crankshaft is lubricated with oil. Both the bottom of the cylinder block and the top of the cylinder head are covered. The oil pan, which is located at the bottom of the cylinder block, is designed to provide a reservoir for the engine oil. The lubrication pump pickup is located in the lower section of the pan. The pan is attached to the block by a row of bolts. Between the pan and the block, there is a gasket. At the top of the head, there is another cover called the valve cover. The valve cover keeps oil from being thrown from the top of the block. The valve cover is bolted to the head and is separated by gasket.